Well, closing the day with 28 losers against 10 gainers, the market breadth closed negative, nosediving by 0.43% and pushing the all-share index down to 30,638 basis points and the capitalization to 11.425 trillion naira. This means the market has lost 792 points in the all-share index and 295 trillion naira in capitalization, while losses recorded by equities in the industrial goods sector is largely responsible for the drop in the market today, with low cap equities, as we can see, suffering the most on the losers table here, and suffering the most. And Chemical and Allied Product PLC, CAP, and Better Glass are the biggest losers, dropping by almost 4 naira. And true to the gambler's fallacy, these two equities are falling after their share price remained unchanged for close to 2 weeks. This means most investors were of the opinion that the shares of these stocks was either going to take a good or bad turn in the nearest future, and to remain on the safe side, they sold off most of their shares to salvage whatever profit they could gain from it. Third on the chart is Forte Oil, giving up its spot on the gainers chart as seen yesterday. Well, this can be attributed to the effect of Otedola's divestment of its entire shares in the downstream business, which has made investors quite wary. While the process is expected to become completed by the end of the first quarter of 2019, which will see Otedola become 25 billion naira richer. Now, that's a good example of a very fruitful long-term investment. And talking about gainers right here, let's move to the gainers chart. As we can see, Okomu Oil makes its first entry on the gainers chart for 2019 with a 3.8 naira growth in its share price, while a report showing that Nigeria's agricultural sector saw a massive boom in 2018 and a target of food production sufficiency in 2019, it is a no-brainer that investors' confidence in this sector is pretty high. Well, Nigeria Breweries is making its second entry on this chart, while Stanbic and Guaranty Trust Bank are bouncing back from losses recorded yesterday. And moving on to the global chart right here. Well, the Nikkei is the only one in the red. The FTSE and Dow Jones have made a major comeback on the heels of gains recorded in crude oil prices. The Dow has so far gained over 500 points, which is an impressive 2.43% rise, and the FTSE, on the other hand, climbed by 2.15%. The Nikkei, however, suffered the same fate as the NSE, dropping by a heavy 2.26%, which comes after China said it would hold talks with the U.S. government on January 7 and 8 to resolve trade disputes.